Imagine, for a moment, a mountain. Not a mountain of rock and earth, but one composed entirely of discarded food. Picture vibrant, unblemished fruits, wholesome vegetables, perfectly good meals, all piled high, destined to rot. This is not a scene from some distant, wasteful world. It is the reality of our planet, today. Every year, humanity discards an almost unimaginable quantity of food. Millions of tons journey from farms, from markets, from our own homes, and end up directly in landfills. This cascade of waste is a profound moral and economic failure. It is a silent crisis that perpetuates hunger, and it squanders precious resources. The scale is staggering, but the numbers are simple. Roughly 1/3 of all food produced for human consumption is lost or wasted. That is enough to feed billions. As organic matter decomposes in landfills, it releases methane. Methane is a greenhouse gas far more potent than carbon dioxide. The environmental cost of producing food that is never eaten, the water, the land, the energy, is a debt passed to future generations, a heavy burden on an already strained planet. For decades, we have relied on familiar methods to hold back decay: refrigeration, freezing, creating cold sanctuaries where spoilage is slowed. We have also turned to artificial preservatives, chemical additives designed to inhibit microbial growth. Yet these solutions are far from perfect. Cold storage chains are energy-intensive and often a luxury. That creates stark disparities in food security. Many consumers worry about long-term health effects and altered taste and texture. Our current methods are blunt instruments in a delicate battle. They treat all food as if it's on the verge of spoiling, applying constant resource-heavy pressure. The energy consumed, the chemicals introduced, the food still lost. These facts show our approach is incomplete. What if food could protect itself? Consider this simple yet revolutionary idea. What if, instead of bathing our food in preservatives or locking it in a perpetual state of cold, we could equip it with its own intelligent defense system? A system that remains dormant when food is fresh, but springs into action at the very first sign of trouble. This is not a question of science fiction, but the premise behind a groundbreaking new technology known as PREM-U. The name stands for Preservative Release Encapsulation Mechanism, universal, and it represents a paradigm shift in our relationship with food. PREM-U is built upon the concept of using tiny, edible, and completely invisible capsules. These microscopic guardians are designed to be integrated directly into food products. Imagine them as a silent, vigilant army, dispersed within a sauce, sprayed onto the skin of an apple, blended into a yogurt. They do not alter the food's taste, its aroma, or its nutritional value. To understand the genius of PREM-U, we must look closer at the structure of each individual capsule. Every microscopic sphere is a marvel of food science composed of 3 distinct, functional layers. At its very heart lies the inner core, which contains a payload of natural, food-safe preservatives. Niacin vitamin C, ascorbic acid plant extracts like rosemary. These are not synthetic chemicals, but compounds derived from nature, trusted to safely and effectively combat the microbes responsible for spoilage. The true intelligence resides in the middle layer, the sensor, the brain of the operation. Engineered from specific biopolymers exquisitely sensitive to biochemical signals of spoilage. Detects a minute shift in pH, detects specific bacterial enzymes, detects initial molecular markers of microbial growth. While food is fresh, the sensor remains solid and intact, forming a barrier around the preservative core. The final layer is the protective shell, a durable, edible coating. Protects against food processing, packaging, and even cooking. Keeps the capsule whole whether mixed into a batter, sprayed onto produce, or heated in a prepared meal. Shell breaks down harmlessly during digestion, but primary role is to safeguard the sensor until storage and preservation begin. Activation is nature-inspired engineering. It does not require any external trigger or energy source. When the first microorganisms begin to multiply on the food, they release byproducts that change the food's immediate microenvironment. The sensor detects these signals and, in response, begins to dissolve. Dissolution is highly localized, creating a tiny opening in the capsule. Through that opening, natural preservatives are released precisely at the nascent spoilage site, neutralizing the threat before it can spread. This targeted, timely release is the key to its efficiency and elegance. This moves us away from a model of passive preservation to one of active, intelligent protection. The practical applications of PREM-U are as diverse as the global food supply itself. Its versatility makes it a powerful ally across the food chain. For farmers, the journey from harvest to market is fraught with the risk of loss. Applying a fine PREM-U infused coating to freshly picked fruits and vegetables extends the critical window of freshness. More produce survives the journey and arrives at markets in peak condition. That reduces post-harvest losses and increases income for agricultural communities. It also makes more food available to consumers. In our homes, PREM-U offers a tangible solution to a common frustration. Families can buy fresh foods with greater confidence, knowing they will last longer on the shelf or in the fridge. A container of yogurt, a loaf of bread, a package of pre-cut vegetables, protected from premature spoilage. For restaurants and commercial kitchens, extended shelf life means better inventory management and less waste. Less waste of prepared ingredients in dishes directly improves the bottom line and operational efficiency. The food industry stands to gain. Manufacturers can integrate PREM-U into sauces and gravies, into dairy products, into ready-to-eat meals. Capsules can be customized to survive pasteurization and baking and remain dormant until on the shelf. For meat and poultry, PREM-U adds defense against microbial growth, enhancing safety and extending freshness during transport and retail display, all without changing the product's natural qualities. This widespread applicability makes the technology universal. Blended into a smoothie, kneaded into dough, or stirred into a soup, PREM-U works silently in the background. It provides a consistent, reliable layer of protection that benefits everyone. From the farmer protecting his crop to the family enjoying a meal, the technology supports a more resilient, efficient, and less wasteful food system for all. It is a quiet revolution happening at a microscopic level, with macroscopic benefits. A technology with such a profound impact on our food must, of course, be held to the highest standards of safety and environmental responsibility. The development of PREM-U has been guided by these principles from the very beginning. Extensive laboratory testing has been conducted to validate its efficacy and safety. Under microscopic observation, scientists have confirmed the capsule's structural integrity and precise release mechanism. Shelf life studies on a wide variety of foods have demonstrated a significant extension of freshness, with rigorous measurements of microbial activity, taste, nutritional content confirming its benefits. Critically, all ingredients used in the PREM-U formulation are designated as GRAS, an acronym for Generally Recognized as Safe by regulatory bodies. This means the components, from the natural preservatives to the biopolymers in the capsule walls, have a long history of safe consumption and are considered to be standard food ingredients. Furthermore, the capsules are designed to be completely allergen-free, ensuring they can be used broadly without causing adverse reactions. This commitment to safety is paramount, providing peace of mind to both consumers and producers. Beyond human health, PREM-U is designed with planetary health in mind. The entire capsule is fully biodegradable, engineered to break down harmlessly in the digestive system and in the environment. It leaves behind no harmful residues or microplastics. This sustainable design ensures that in solving one environmental problem, food waste, we are not creating another. By reducing the volume of food sent to landfills, PREM-U directly addresses a major source of methane. A reduction in food waste also means a reduction in the carbon footprint associated with our food supply, as fewer resources are wasted on production, processing, and transportation. This aligns perfectly with global sustainability goals and initiatives like Lifestyle for Environment, which encourage small, individual changes that lead to large-scale collective impact. The vision for PREM-U is one of hope and positive change. Imagine bustling markets overflowing with fresh, vibrant produce that lasts. Picture family refrigerators and pantries filled with food that nourishes rather than food that is wasted. Envision a global food system where more of what we grow reaches those who need it. PREM-U is more than a technology. It is a small capsule with a very big promise. Preserve smart. Live sustainably. PREM-U, a revolution in food preservation. Smart, safe, and sustainable for everyone.